Many people have a common understanding of history as events that have already happened and hence look upon it as established factual accounts that all you need to do is remember and memorize. Yet history is always debatable and sometimes controversial. Debates in history can arise when new information is surfaced in the archives or when historians put forward new interpretations of past events that goes against what has been commonly accepted and generally agreed upon by other historians. This is why we say that history is not just about memorization of dates and facts, but it is about argumentation and interpretation based on evidence obtained from sources. One example of a historical debate would be that surrounding the founding of Singapore. It is an established fact in Singapore's history that the founder of colonial Singapore is Sir Stamford Raffles. This acknowledgement of Raffles as the founder of Singapore stems from the fact that Raffles signed a treaty with the Malay chiefs that established an EIC factory at the mouth of the Singapore River, thus marking the beginnings of British foothold on the island. However, if we are to travel to Perth, Scotland, we may come across the tombstone of Colonel William Farquhar, the first resident of Singapore from 1819 to 1823. It describes him as the resident of Singapore, which settlement he founded. Farquhar's claim as the founder of Singapore is, to some historians, not without basis. Raffles left Singapore for Bencoolen immediately after he signed the treaty with the Malay chiefs, leaving Farquhar behind. With minimal resources and manpower, Farquhar had to fend off the Dutch, who were rightfully angry at this intrusion of the British into their sphere of influence, and to build up the new settlement. For the next 4 years, while Farquhar tried his best to develop Singapore on a shoestring budget, Raffles remained largely out of contact as letters to him frequently went unanswered. The breakdown of relations between Raffles and Farquhar in the years 1822 to 1823 led to the dismissal of Farquhar as resident of Singapore and his departure from Singapore. It also led eventually to his claim as the founder of Singapore based on his contributions to the early settlement. This is just one example of a debate that can arise on a historical event that many accept as established fact. In a case such as this, how do you, as students of history, address this debate? What would you consider to be the basis of this debate? Who do you think deserves the title of founder, Raffles or Farquhar? What justifications would you make to support your position? Is there a way to reconcile this debate? Share your thoughts in the History Forum.